Just quickly, you've mentioned that there's been some prioritization by DFO in order to do industry research versus doing research that would be more for public value for wild salmon instead. There's been a few references where you've made where they have not necessarily owed up to their obligations under the Act. So my question to you is, do you feel that there is a case of regulatory capture, or is there just an overly cozy relationship right now that prioritizes, or is it just a case of where the economics, where you can do more science with less dollars because there's industry support? I'd just like to get a sense of where the department is on this.
So are you speaking specifically about the issue of research?
Well, I'm speaking specifically in terms of is there a situation very well documented where a government organization which is supposed to do public work ends up being captured and does work on behalf of an industry rather than acting as a referee. And again, I don't think that that's necessarily the case, but given that I have not done the work that your office has, I'd like to hear if you think that there is a concern that in the case of Western open net salmon farming, that is an issue.
I've already indicated that I think that the department is at risk for claims that it might prioritize the industry over the protection of wild fish, and I've already explained why they are at risk for that. In terms of the research, what I wanted to tell you, to be very specific, we found that the department provided short-term funding for research that focused on informing policy and management decisions. In contrast, the department provided long-term funding for collaborative research to advance the sustainable aquaculture industry. In our view, the department needs to provide long-term funding for research on the effects of aquaculture activities on wild fish. So that's in paragraph 1.25.